we're going to discuss the De-Stress Project, which some of you may have heard of before, which is looking at reducing, managing consultations in people that are experiencing mental distress due to low income. The De-Stress Project is a collaboration, so we're working on this with South West Peninsula, PennARC, and also ARC North Thames. But the focus of today's talk is around the role of the community partners within the De-Stress Project. But I will start by giving you just a little bit of context. So, antidepressant prescriptions has doubled in the past decade, and the heat maps show us that antidepressant use is linked to low-income communities, often long periods of antidepressant use, and the previous De-Stress 1, did qualitative work to understand what primary care responses work with these low-income patients, and they found that antidepressant use can be disempowering for patients, and it can leave GPs conflicted and unsatisfied, potentially with giving medication that isn't addressing the root causes of the problems for these patients. So what we've done in terms of the current project is that based on the work that was previously done, we've developed a training package that we're rolling out in GPs. It's being delivered by GP trainers and community partner trainers alongside. And the idea is that we look at alternative ways to manage those consultations and things that can be done instead, potentially, of using antidepressants. And it's about moving away from the biopsychosocial models and things that we can do to sort of empower patients more, and also change those consultations so that they are potentially more useful for patients, but also more satisfying for GPs. And the idea is that we're evaluating that training and the impact of that, and developing some optimised training resources. Okay. So we have 19 GPs and 17 community partners across the 3 ARCs that are delivering that training out to GP surgery. We've done patient surveys following up in those surgeries to see if there's further things that have come out from those consultations. So the idea is that if the GPs have a consultation that reminds them of the De-Stress principles or things that they've learned within the training, then they pass on the surveys and patients fill those in. And so far we've delivered training to 47 practices across the 3 areas, and we're also doing reflection on the training. But as I said, the key thing is about the community partners within this. So the community partners are part of the team and deliver the training alongside research staff and the GP trainers. And it has been well received both by the community partners and by the GPs they're delivering with, and the GPs they're delivering to. It's amazing how aware the community partners are of the issues that GPs face in terms of busy workloads, them being the point of call in a lot of cases for everything, be that mental health, physical health, and sometimes the difficulties in that. So someone might present with physical health symptoms, but actually the underlying causes can be inbuilt into mental health, and some of those can be caused by situations that they're in due to the low income. So housing situations, benefit situations, there's so many things that can impact on people's mental distress. But the use of the community partners has been well received. It has promoted discussion. It's not always easy for the community partners to share stories, but they have been well received and do instigate a lot of discussion with the GP partners. One of the key things, and it's really simple, but we all know it, is that feeling listened to is key. And from all the community partners I've seen deliver, that is one of the key messages that comes out. It's about that relationship within that consultation and how important that is. So unfortunately, not everybody could be here today, but we've got some videos to show you just about the experience and some of the things that the community partners have done and how they've seen. So I'll let them.
On de-stress with the GP, and the way first we got trained, and then in a team we went to the GP. This all is a very unique experience for me. It's very different from Pakistan, because back to home we don't have NHS and system like here. And in the beginning, I was not very much, you can say, I was worried how to do it, but in the way the team trained us through this drop-in session as a community partner, this give me a confidence that how we can go in this. And as well, by the day of my first delivery, I can say I was again a little worried that how it will be the reaction of the GP. Will they listen us? Will they give us time because of COVID and because of pressure on the GPs? And in my experience, when our team, the GP and the researcher, they both made us, they both, with the teamwork, the way they give me the space, it was very nice. And when I shared my own experience with GP, the way they give us a response, it was also very nice. I feel very satisfied, very valued, because the GP people were referring these things again, and they also sharing their experiences, and the discussion open up some, also give me more confidence that what we are doing and what we are talking, GP are also supporting this all. As a first experience with the GP, and as a member from other country now here, this all was a very good experience for me. And I'm very honored to be part of the team, and as well the way I got training and the way GP response, that all was very nice. And I must say this was a very good opportunity to be trained and then deliver. And I saw the impact on the day of my training delivery, where I was very confident because I knew that how we will be going to talk. And at the same time, I must say that the GP people were also very keen to know about my experience, along with the researcher and GP, though they knew that I am a community partner, but they listened me as well as like other two team members. And their response were very positive, because they were referring the things toward the same community from which I belong. And even they talked more about how they refer such people to other networks for counseling and for more appointments. So I got a very good experience, and it was a wonderful opportunity. When patients go to the doctor and when doctor listen them, this is a therapy.
Up in that last statement anyway, in terms of what we're hearing. So what I should say is I'm hoping Simon and Keith, who you're going to hear from next, are joining us virtually, but we also are looking that we've got Psyche in the room, one of our Northwest Coast community partners, who has volunteered to answer any questions if anybody wants to. So this is Keith, just briefly on his experience.
Again, for me, having the opportunity to be involved in speaking to GPs, I mean, it's quite unusual that GPs they're untouchables, a bit like psychiatrists. And why not? Why shouldn't the public say, well, look, it's adding to your knowledge. And mental health, what I know about, having been involved in training sessions with prospective GPs at UCLan, mental health is way down. It's all the physical side. So it's a perfect opportunity to share. And for me, being well supported in doing it, that's the important thing. I felt comfortable, and so why not just do it? And I'm the sort of person, if I'm not comfortable in doing something with other professionals, then I'd back away. I don't want to do it. So yeah, it's co-production, and it's been a good experience.
So as you can see, they are an integral part of the delivery of the training and the whole project. But this is just Keith's view about why it's important that they're involved.
The innovation of service users, EBIS, experts by experience, delivering training to GPs is unique. What is the value for the future? Hopefully, understanding in a therapeutic relationship between doctors and their patients. The complexities of some individuals' problems in a brief consultation relies on the two-way communication being a positive encounter. Mental health problems can be difficult to relate by the patient, which inevitably makes an assessment by the practitioner subjective. De-stress has given the opportunity for myself and other lay people a platform to share our experiences in an open forum for professionals working in primary care. The authenticity of lay people being involved in the training sessions gives an added dimension, and most importantly, gives authentic value. How's that?
How is that? Yeah. Sorry, that was my editing, but I think it sums it up. It's pretty impressive. So this is just some of the things. So we've gone on to review the training, and Oliver, who's in the room, has been doing interviews with GPs that we've delivered training at for the North West Coast, and this is going on at the 3 areas. And some of the things that they've come back with are within this slide, although this work is ongoing. The key ones I want to draw your attention to, though, are the ones in red, because this is all about the community partners. And it's about, they've said that they've provided context that maybe they weren't aware of, which has been really useful to them. And several GPs have, although they have stated that they already practice and considered the core principles of the training, they have definitely valued the community partner involvement. As I say, it definitely has instigated discussion when we've delivered the training sessions directly. But it's not all about the project and the delivery of the training. So the community partners meet twice a week in informal drop-ins on a Monday morning and a Thursday evening, and have provided support to each other. And as researchers, we are invited to drop in and be part of the thing. But this is just an amazing video that they've put together. I'm afraid I'm in this one as well. But it's an amazing video they put together, which just explains a bit more about the added benefits of being part of this project.
I felt I've been listened to. I felt I've been valued when I shared my personal lived experience, and it was a great opportunity for me to share my experience.
First of all, I thought that my story is not valuable. I might be nobody interested. When we go to the GP practices, I saw so many GPs heard what I am saying, I feel valuable.
The project's meant the world to me, and it's helped me understand the context of my own struggle and the fact that poverty often is a trigger for anxiety and depression. We had peer-to-peer community partner drop-in sessions. We added, to how the research was conducted. Being more responsive was as a result of us.
They have given us the confidence, the encouragement to co-deliver the training.
When I was first approached to join the project, I was so overwhelmed by the enormity of it. I hadn't been involved in anything like this before, hadn't talked really about my past before, and it was really amazing to know that I had a voice and that I was allowed to use my voice.
If the groups hadn't been here, I feel all of us, but I wouldn't have felt as grounded in the project.
If you have any problem, you just go online and ask the questions and you will get your answers.
Since I've taken part in this project, I'm now also volunteering for Open Mental Health. That's happened within the last 2 months. I would never ever been able to do that.
By joining this project has given me the confidence and open up further opportunities in health research.
I believe that with the right tool, guidance, and timely preparation makes it brilliant.
It's helped me so much to be able to just talk and share and know that other people go through things as well, that I have overcome so much. I couldn't even talk in the first meeting, couldn't even talk. And the fact now that I can, it's brilliant for me. It might seem so small to everybody else, but for me, it's a really, really big step.
I like the company of all of you, be honest, as well.
I thoroughly enjoyed this. I really have, and I can't always make the drop-ins, but just meeting everybody from around the country, and I feel as though I know you all.
It does feel like a team, and I've never been in a project that's had that kind of collaboration before, and it's inspirational, amazing, inspiring, all the big words.
Apologies, it was late on a Thursday night and they told some amazing stories, as they always do. But as you can see, the drop-ins have been providing support. They've allowed the community partners to share best practice in training and develop each other. They've the opportunity for future opportunities, but also that friendship that's developed between them, and the drop-ins carry on. But so does the project. And apologies for the slides, but the next steps are that we're now looking at developing a training package that can be rolled out, and we have community partners are intrinsic in the development of that. In fact, the video that you just saw with all the community partners was developed by one of the other community partners. They're just an amazing group, and we couldn't have delivered it, and we won't be able to deliver the next bit without them. So just a special thank you to them all. Acknowledgements, and if anybody wants further information, please go to the website.